doesn't make sense from like a connection standpoint. And like when you read the article, it really doesn't even underline how they can actually like connect the dots that smoking somehow is the causation. It's more of like it's just a thing. Like it's like, oh, all these people are more obese said that their great grandfather smoked.
Yeah.
Where's the proof?
Yeah, the proof is, hey, I'm blaming a dead guy. If I said my grandpa, he's alive to dispute this and call me a fucking but instead,
why don't you get on the treadmill, you tubby?
Yeah. Well, no, he wouldn't say it like that. Your grandfather's from the age where he goes, "You fat fuck, do something."
Yeah. Look at those fucking jiggly bellies you got going on there, you fat fuck.
Yeah, exactly. His hug every year at Christmas is to play like a song on the bongo drums off your stomach.
Oh, looks like Lisa's here. Let me get my tape measure. Want to see how big the hog is this year. Might win something at the state fair. Grandpa!
And she decided to come here instead of seeing her family. Congratulations, first prize.
Left the pen door open? All the livestock's getting out.
Oh, did she bring her piglets? Bring them out. They got gifts.
Yeah, that's probably truly what it is. It's like everybody I feel this is just also trying to blame the greatest generation again for something that they're just always trying to make older people. They're causing global warming, World War II. They also made everybody fat. It's all their fault, dude.
Oh, damn, dude. Yeah, they've done all that.
They used up all the.
They
used up all the cool resources.
Yeah, they use all the cool resources. They destroyed the best beach in Normandy.
The greatest generation, more like the greatest destroyers.
That's right, man. Have you seen pictures of Normandy before the battle? Pristine, beautiful. Everybody
naked
wanted to go
French
there.
women everywhere.
Oh God! Now it's just sadness.
Now it's just a bunch of crosses. You can't even put your blanket down.
It looks like the thousands of swords got stabbed into the ground.
Legend has it if you pull the right one, it opens up a secret base under Normandy. And that's where Hitler's buried.
You can buy your map for $9.99 at the Dallas Nightwalkers Convention Center.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
but
it's really dumb. I don't like this idea of them trying to blame their
it's
for their
they do it all the
mistakes.
time, dude. They were blaming, what was it, 20 years ago, that women who eat oily fish during pregnancy, they would have like birth defects. They'd have sharper eyesight. Sorry, that wasn't the one. It was the peanut allergy. There's a peanut allergy one that basically, if you have type 2 diabetes, I can't stop thinking Wilford Bramley, so I always say diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes.
But that was the one that's linking to peanut allergies and skin cream containing peanut oil. So
that's why they're saying that gave you a peanut allergy?
Because we refuse to weed out the weak, we're producing more, and more cucks.
Right. Yeah, dude. Can't even have peanuts on a plane now.
You can't have a fucking peanut butter sandwich at an elementary school because little Timmy over here, be homeschooled, you fucking weirdo.
Wait, is that actually a real thing?
Yes.
I've heard that as like a joke,
no,
but that's a real thing.
That is a real thing. I've gotten letters for sending my kid to school with a peanut butter sandwich. Motherfucker,
that's like one of the easiest staples of like a kid's childhood lunch.
Yeah.
And they're taking that away because some fucking douche can't handle peanut butter?
Yeah. You can quarantine this, dude. I'm sorry you're a eunuch and weird and have to be by yourself, but that's what it is.
That's crazy. That's also how do you go through your whole, if you're like deathly allergic to peanut butter, how can you go to a bakery? Because there's just peanuts and all sorts of shit.
How do you go to the grocery store?
You can't, yeah. Like, I definitely can't eat Chinese food. They cook everything in peanut oil.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks ass.
Can't even scratch them.
Do you think, I want to know, I would love to go back in time and talk to George Washington Carver, the guy who loved peanuts, and just be like, hey, man.
You mean Jimmy
Carter?
Carter?
In the future, no, that's, wait, Jimmy Carter?
Yeah. Wasn't he a peanut farmer?
No. Was he? Was Jimmy Carter a peanut farmer?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
feel like he was.
Yeah.
I thought he just built houses for poor people.
I thought Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer. Oh, let's. You got it.
I'll find
you
out,
got up.
Jimmy.
I thought he was a peanut farmer, man.
No, George Washington Carver found all this stuff, though. Was he a peanut farmer?
Oh man, history.
I don't think that's true. Jimmy Carter peanut statue is what it says.
Peanut statue.
Yeah.
He was the saltine peanut dude or whatever that fucking brand is.
Yeah, he did own a peanut farm.
Fuck yeah.
Or his parents did. His parents did. So he
Yeah,
came
close
from
enough.
Peanut farmer. I want to look at this statue now. What's the Jimmy Carter?
He's
peanut
got
statue?
it's that peanut with the monocle and top hat. That's actually
Yeah.
after him.
Oh my god, dude, this is a terrifying fucking. Hold on, I'll send it to you,
Alright.
dude. It's just a big ass peanut with Jimmy Carter's goofy teeth.
Oh, that's terrifying sounding. I can't wait to see it now.
Dude, it's so bad.
Holy shit.
If that's going into his hometown, that is terrifying in Georgia. That's in Plains, Georgia. Oh my god.
That's the only thing in there. Like that looks like a monster from the 80s that's about to come alive and eat someone.
That looks like if my nuts got on top of each other and had teeth.
All right. It becomes a little shop of horror. Feed
Yeah.
me.
That's where actually I bet you that town of Plains, Georgia, they sacrifice a child who's allergic to fucking peanuts once a year to that thing so it doesn't eat the town.
Stave off the fear from peanuts from this child. Just,
Yeah.
that's their version of the Spartans getting rid of
Yeah.
defected children.
Yeah, that's the children of the corn in Georgia. It's the peanut coming out.
Children of the nuts.
The children of the nut. We're all children of the nut, technically.
That's right. Unless you're allergic to them, then we got a problem. This dude resigned because he's performed thousands of baptisms in the last 20 years. So spanning 2 decades, he's been doing this. And
just setting baptism records, just touching so many babies' foreheads,
just
touching the lives of thousands.
So it's one word during the whole thing, and he was saying, okay, and now we baptize you in the name of Christ, or I don't know have the exact words, but the word "we" is supposed to be "I." So it rendered these baptisms irrelevant, so thousands and thousands of fake Catholics out there putting
oh my god, dude.
attending fish fries they can't fucking be a part of.
Are you sure this isn't the guy from Split and he just has multiple personalities? That's why he said we. He's like, well, technically every personality I have is a pastor, so I have to say we.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think there's a loophole somewhere in here. We just have to get this guy.
Yeah, behind closed doors, he's a naughty pastor.
Yeah.
So,
I always thought it was we. I've never heard them say I.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not Catholic.
Exactly.
I was baptized as a Lutheran.
Yeah, we're lazy Catholics.
Yeah, we're like, what the fuck ever.
Hey, we don't need that box. We don't need to confess. We don't need to we're not kneeling either.
Hey, what happens between me and my personal life and Jesus is none of your concern, Father.
I talked to him in bed.
So he's fucked up, dude. And he retired. He's retiring though.
He retired because of this. He's like, oh man, the guilt.
Oh, he retired because.
Yeah, the guilt of him going. There's been thousands of baptisms,
Man,
and they're all
I just want to
non-existent now.
Isn't that hilarious? That like, the whole thing is like you're supposed to have the faith, right? So if you have faith, why does the words being properly said really matter as long as you believe and you commit to the faith?
Exactly.
That makes it sound like this is a fucking spell. Like, we didn't do any of the spells right.
You
like,
guys,
everybody's going to hell.
I'm sorry, guys. It's Leviosa.
That's because you won't float up to heaven if you don't say it right.
If you don't say it right, you don't move. You're just in limbo. Damn.
Oh my god, dude! One fucking word. You imagine like.
Well, yeah.
That's what's crazy. That like the Catholic Church acts like an actual corporation. Like if that was a legal document, like they're treating this him doing this like it's a legal document.
Yeah.
Like, you just null and voided so many fucking contracts.
Oh man, now they're not.
You know how many
Catholics.
people are getting looped hold out of this now?
Yeah, exactly. We're being sued by thousands to get their tithing back. We're
Yeah.
fucked.
St. Peter's just at the pearly gates, just like, I'm sorry, but turns out here there's a misprint in your contract. You can't come in.
Hey, dear, come here. Can you tell me why the Jensens replaced all their windows with what seems like very, very detailed and intricate stained glass paintings? Like, like they're just taking shit off the church.
Yeah.
Getting my money back.
Yeah, dude, they're repoing the church.
Exactly. It's just like, oh shit, man. Yeah, we're having a party over here. I got plenty of space with all these pews in the living room.
Yeah, check it out. I got a new cup. This is my new favorite cup. I drink out of it every day. It's the blood of Christ. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, smoking rooms right there and there. Are those confessionals? Nah, they're smoking rooms. It's okay.
Yeah. Everybody gets their own hot box, dude.
Yeah, sauna, hot box. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Oh man, like just St. Peter being like, "Did you have a lawyer read over the transcript of your baptism?" I was like, "No, all my lawyers were Jewish. I figured they had no part in this."
Yeah, exactly. They just drew up the contract. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Thousands of people are going to hell now.
well, just think about it.
Or purgatory.
Yeah, just to throw in the added mix, he did both English and Spanish baptisms.
Ooh. See, now, okay, what surprises me here is, okay, just out of, this is just observation, but the Hispanic community are way better Catholics than, like, white people are. So I'm surprised they didn't catch it. Like a Hispanic father while his daughter's getting baptized, be like, hey, whoa, that's not right. I know. I've had 13 kids. I've heard this.
No, let's be honest, dude. It's a word that people take liberties for little things. How are you going to invalidate it over one little word?
Yeah. Man, do you imagine you also keep up with the Catholic Church newsletter and you get this in the mail and can you imagine being panicked about this? Like, my God.
Oh, yeah. So what he said is, we baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit. That was the thing.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to say I, because he was solely doing it himself, not the church as a whole.
That is weird, though. I thought you were speaking on the church's behalf.
One would think, but apparently
that's what I've always heard. I swear, I've always heard we baptize you in the name.
Yeah. So apparently he was supposed to do this. So we have invalid Catholics in Brazil, San Diego, and Arizona because of this. Apparently.
Oh man, dude.
So yeah, it's crazy because all this happens, right? So
oh my God, I love this. If you read this statement down.
Hold on. Yeah. So that didn't end it. Are you going to read something else outside of this screen?
No, it's the very bottom line where it's like invalid baptisms. I can't see. Scroll down just a little bit.
Wait, which one here?
At the very bottom.
Dang it, you saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Dang it, you saw. Okay, because here it goes. So Phoenix is now saying it invalidates all the baptisms that he did, would also invalidate subsequent confirmations, marriages, and holy orders. I'm sorry, but now you just hit the lottery. Hey, Sarah, I'm sorry. Fuck you. We're not married. I'm seeing your sister. Woo!
Oh, man. Dude, yeah. There's no such thing as infidelity if we were never married.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been banging the next door neighbor for years.
Yeah, come home and, oh, Frank, I didn't know you were coming home. What are you doing? Oh, I just found out we're not married.
Turns out in the eyes of the Lord, you're just a whore.
When we married, I thought you were cool, Frank, but now I just found out you're a beta cuck. Tim here, alpha.
Yeah, alpha, omega. I didn't see that. What I was talking about actually is the line above it, where it's the invalid baptisms through the ministry as the pastor regularly used the incorrect formula. Why are they saying it's a formula? Why is this math?
Well, if you don't get it directly from the source, much like baby powder, there's a certain formula you have to follow to make sure it's good.
Yeah, you better show your work. That's what this comes down to.
Exactly.
It's like a teacher
It's
being
like a math.
Did you write out the whole question?
Did you use the calculator? There's no way you got this just by using your head. Playing Destiny with some people. I don't know these dudes. They're getting on oh, dude, hey, all right, we're gonna do this. Hey, you smoke? And it's what? All right. They're like, well, hey man, I just got done from Albertsons. All this shit, the full names, all this talking about pussy, blah blah blah. Oh man, I got these 2 chicks, talking. And then you can hear them white-walling. Like, you hear them come back like, and coughing. That's not what I want to talk to you about. It turned into the door-to-door salesmen for our Lord and Savior have gotten new tactics.
Oh, really?
So
you gotta get high to get with Christ.
Yes.
You must rise with him.
Now hear me out. I will tell you verbatim. You're gonna get to hear this.
Ooh,
and it was great because I was just listening to just 2 burnouts that are like 24, already burned out, just fucking out of their mind. And I'm like, holy shit. Hey,
just
man.
Dab rigging for days.
So, Satan's already taken our world and everything's just an illusion. It's all been done already and nobody believes. It's a disconnection of mind and body with technology and all this. And then...
Hell yeah, Satan created VR, dude.
The metaverse
Mark Zuckerberg
is Satan.
is Satan.
And he's very poorly pixelated.
Love this pitch, dude.
So he's like, he's taking it away. Think about it. Back in the day, families were tight-knit and all this, but now technology's breaking them all apart. This has devolved from them talking about fucking all these chicks at a party to now all of a sudden, like, 50 years ago, Deep South Baptist church talk.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I'm like,
dude,
what
they
the
got so stoned they went back in time. They got so stoned they tapped into fucking West Barrow Baptist church mentality.
Like, it was wild. I was on mute dying laughing because they're just like, well, see, what they did is they're creating all this just to break up families. You got technology on your hand. You got technology in your pocket. You don't even fucking pay attention. Everything's disbanded. You don't even fucking care because nobody talks in real life. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
The ironic part, obviously,
is we're doing this online.
Yeah, you're literally playing a video game in a fake world where you're an outer space warrior
that comes back to life every time you fucking die.
You're reincarnated every time you die.
Oh, I died. Cool. I'll be back in 5 seconds.
Oh my god, dude, that's too fucking good. How do you not realize that's how stoned they were? They didn't even realize the irony of what they were saying.
Right?
Oh my god. Also, yeah, it's just funny. Like, you just went on a sinful binge of hooking up with 2 women out of wedlock, and then you're getting high,
talking about basically what equates to the way they're talking and lining it up. I was like, damn. Basically, an orgy. There's like, wow, we're going to a party. It's gonna be 6 chicks in my head and yours. That ain't fucking happening. But to them, oh yeah, dude, we're gonna fuck. But I'm just worried. I don't want to buy Plan B. I'm like, $30. Well, there's 60 where I'm at, and he's like, oh, I don't want to
wear a condom.
Yeah, or get your uppercut game up. Pop, pop.
Yeah. Dude.
I'm just kidding, people. Don't do that.
Yeah. Home abortions are not cool, guys.
Yeah. Unless you're watching Dirty Dancing. That one was that set up the plot line.
Yeah. Just perfect. Yeah, when you use it for a plot thing, abortions are okay. When you use it for morality. That's another funny thing. He's talking about God and stuff, and yet he's talking about knocking up a chick, but making sure she doesn't get pregnant. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
I forgot to mention that little cherry on top.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then he was worried about Satan taking over the world.
You were part of a real life Reddit chat room.
I feel like if I would have stayed in there, Wade, honestly, if I would have stayed in there, they would have asked for my address and asked if I wanted to join a suicide pact. Like, I felt like that was coming. I honestly was thinking about, like, weird shit, like, that I've seen in my life, namely at Romantics, the porn shop that's outside city limits. And I was remembering, like, the weird dude that's like, you have, and this is, on my life, this happened. Looking at porn mags with my buddy. This is back when you had to go in. It was like 2 dudes treating the porn shop like a female's restroom. I can't go alone. You got to come with me. Hold my hand. Hey, let's go to the gay section.
you had to go to the porn store with with a group or at least one other person for safety purposes. It's the same reason women do go to the restroom together.
Dude, all we did.
It is a safety protocol. You don't know what you're going to see or run into in there. And there's this dangerous. So if you see a guy by himself in a porn shop, you immediately feel on edge.
I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't feel
He's
on
edging.
edge. You wouldn't feel on edge seeing me and my buddy over there like slapping each other in the face with big fucking dildos.
No. That's completely understandable behavior.
Okay.
You should be doing that.
Okay.
Honestly, if you have a guy come in and he's like, "Hey man, have you seen this new model?" You got to get the fuck out of there. No, you're not supposed to know the models of dildos. This is a dude in a porn shop. You're supposed to just pick him up and hit your friend with it, and that's the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
If you're breaking down models of dicks the way you break down like nerds break down trains, if there's a problem. There's got to be an autistic guy who's into dildos, right? Like, he's just dildo spotting.
Yeah. Well, it's just funny because I just remembered the way it was. Like, we'd be looking at those, and you'd look over, and, like, you don't even realize it because, like, the female section with all the dildos and stuff in like, their gay catalog they have are right there. So we're in that corner, and anybody walking in sees two dudes slapping each other with the dildos and then, like, putting the dildo on the boxes. Be like, "Whoa, this dude's hung. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, suck me off, Bob."
Yeah. No, that's a good time, though. That's funny.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed in porn stores? It's the same way as department stores, too. That the women's section is way bigger than the men's. like they have so many things for women to have fun with in the bedroom, and then you got dudes. It's like the old joke I used to tell. It's just creepy to have a giant wall of pussies.
It is.
Like, you can't have a wall of pussies. You can have a wall of dicks, though.
But you can, in case, like, a brand new fucking motorcycle you can win on this slot machine you just walk by, a giant fuck doll. Like, when you walk in, it was in case. Like, hey, man, that's $1,500, but you could fuck it every night. Just got to power wash it out.
You have to come back for that after hours, right? Like, when it's dark. Like, you can't buy a fuck doll at noon.
You're going to put it on layaway, come back each day, pay
yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, you can't pick that up at noon on, like, a Tuesday. You imagine walking out of
that might be a good time to buy it, on noon.
Maybe it would, because everybody's at work.
Yeah.
Everybody you respect anyway in your life.
You don't go at night.
You're not at work.
Are you a delinquent? What are you doing there at night? That's the busiest time.
Nah, I don't think so. I think their peak hours are at the off times, because dudes who like going to porn shops are there when other people are at work. They work night shifts.
We always went at 11.
Jobs.
You go there at 11, you got two guys slapping each other with dildos, and then look over as you're picking it up going, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know, man. But you went in the porn store. What happened after
So
that?
the porn star, as we were perusing, and there's an old...
having a lightsaber fight.
Many lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
We got threatened to get kicked out at this place, but...
Dude, I was Mace Windu. I was Obi-Wan. I was Qui-Gon.
I had all the colors, dude. Yeah, I was Vader for a little bit.
Yeah, they had a double-edged one. I was Darth Maul.
Yeah, dude. We had the music. Dueling Fates or whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah, this was in 2003, so we were playing the ringtone on Josh's cell phone.
He's like, "Quick, call me so we can fight."
Don't pick up, though. I don't want to waste my minutes.
Yeah. I can't. It's not quite 9 yet. Yeah, so we're
oh man,
we're just we're having.
That's why showing up at 11 was actually the worst. Is you're still using minutes.
Yeah. So we're over here just having a fucking cock battle, just fucking around and shit.
Right.
And then before we go start perusing porn mags, which I distinctly remember, I was like, anything that has Gina Lynn on it is mine. So going after that, just lecherous at that age, just horned up. I'm gonna just stick all the pages together.
Gina Lynn. Holy shit, man. That just brought me back, because I remember when you gave me a couple porns that she was in. You gave me a couple porn mags.
I wonder where I got
definitely
those.
In them.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder, yeah. You mean the ones Mom found in a drawer and was like, "Where'd you get these?" And they're like, "Oh, Nathan gave them to you." She's like, "Sure." And I'm like, "Check the dates." Like, it's insane how old those are.
I got them from a drifter under the road.
Yeah, no shit.
That's like finding a porn stash out in the fucking woods.
Yeah, no shit.
or being with your buddy. But anyways,
Yes.
So we're out here having our little cockfight out there. I mean, the sad thing is, I can say it happened with a certainty because we did it every time we went there.
Hell yeah.
That's how close we were to just always
That's a
getting
good
kicked
bit.
out. Yeah, well, the people always knew us, and they're like, well, fuck. They're going to fuck up one of our merchandise sections one of these times.
Yeah.
But,
Guys, just use the rubber ones. Quit picking up the mechanic ones because they spin, okay?
hey, that rabbit is not a back scratcher, okay? Stop. That little dangly thing is not for you.
It's not for you.
Yeah. So
These are instruments of pleasure. Do not disrespect them.
yeah, exactly. Just like just
I'm going to start calling sex toys instruments of pleasure. That'll be the new term I'm going to start using. They'll be more socially acceptable that way.
the good old IOPS.
Yes, the IOPS, dude. IOPS, when you're here, your family.
You know what? That checks out. We should probably tag it. That'll get a lot of clicks. But we're in there. So we're in there listening to Dueling Fates, doing our thing. And then this old dude walks in. We're not paying any attention. We're having fun. You know. And the thing that...
Boys just want to have fun, bud.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, all we're doing is listening to good old tunes. Like, I don't know. The little kickstart into my heart. Yeah, you get good old boy band tunes. So we got all that stuff going.
Boy George there.
Actually, that's what was it, George Michael?
Is that George Michael?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
when he was at that Wham.
Yeah, that is Wham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
So we end up doing that. The old guy comes in, like I said, we're not even really paying attention. And the thing that catches our attention was him. I mean, he's an old guy. Obviously, zero fucks to give once you reach a certain age. What that age is, unknown. I guess it varies. But he had to be 70, close to. We're outside city lines, so I forgive this now in retrospect. But he's like, you got anything with goats?
But this is an early ISIS adopter, dude.
On my life. Immediately, me and Bobby just both go, huh? And so we're mid-stroke with these cocks. Just, like, you couldn't write anything better. It's like this guy.
Oh,
and then the guy
dude.
behind the counter, all of a sudden, I've never seen somebody be so sheepish. Like, just pulls back. It's like, sir, no. I was half expecting to be like, look around, just see us, and be like, they won't care. Sir, if you'll follow me to the back.
Yeah. I don't carry those kind of materials, you weirdo. He's sliding a fucking note across
He's just like,
the thing.
he's doing a weird wink. And
Come back at noon.
the note says they're recording. Yeah. Come back Tuesday at noon.
The place is bugged. Come back at noon.
The only person to be here is that weirdo that bought that insanely expensive fuck doll.
Dude, I mean, you know what though? I'm almost like, it's horrifying, but I'm almost like impressed that guy's that comfortable that in public he was just like, yeah, I don't care anymore. Hey, you got goat shit or not, bud?
Yeah. It was.
And maybe he just wanted the greatest porn of all time. Maybe that's what he was after.
He's like, I went to Tijuana. I saw the donkey show in person. It lit
A little too much for me.
It lit something carnal in me, and I want more.
Yeah, the donkey, too big. But I think a goat will be just the right size that I can get into it.
I saw Mr. Hands. I'm looking to downsize. Sleep paralysis is fucking terrifying. I've had that happen once, and I was like, is this how...
Did you see demons?
I didn't see shit, but I did wake up and you're like, what? You get freaked out because you can't fucking move.
Right. I think me and you in particular, I don't know if I've never talked to Jake about it, but I think people in our family, like I've all experienced it, but nobody, like I know a ton of people who always see shadow figures. Like it's called the sleep paralysis demon. So it's like a black figure that comes at you while you're like paralyzed like that.
No, I've seen shit out of the corner of my eye that's like you know how shit gets in your eye? So if you move fast,
Yeah.
that's all it ever is. I don't believe in that
Right.
shit.
I'm just telling you, like, I think it's interesting that, like, I've heard that from several other people, but me and you have had the same experience where it's just like, oh, I can't move. This is terrifying. This is how I die. That's what was my thought.
It's like, what happens if I start choking because I'm on my back?
Yeah.
I can't fucking move.
I'm going to waste away in Margaritaville on my couch,
I'm
apparently.
going to drowning pool die. God damn it.
Why God?
Yeah, so you get I don't know the lead singer of Drowning Pool's name. I just know he died on his back puking.
Did he really?
Yeah, that's how he died.
Oh, well, how ironic that he drowned in a pool of his own fucking shit.
Well, no, it would have been more ironic if he would have fell.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So you've never seen like a sleep paralysis demon like photo or whatever?
No. What photo? Dude, that's like those fucking queefs that say, I saw a ghost. 30 minutes of a show. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh, what's going on? Hey, hey, give me some more meth.
Yeah, I don't know why I looked up pictures of that. Now I'm not gonna sleep tonight. That's great.
It's a fucking
they're just
shadow.
Like, well, it's a shadowy figure, and then some people like actually see faces and shit like that. A lot of it has to deal with probably your own mental health of some kind.
All it is the fucking. I guarantee it. All it is you're getting the mental images you would have had while you're sleeping. Because it's like a crossbreed. Because you're dreaming. You're like recycling all your memories and shit. I guarantee that's all the fucking it is. It's like, oh, if I was having a dream, I'd be talking to somebody. Now this face is there. I have no association with what the fuck's going on right now, other than I'm awake. Like you're getting half of it.
That's true. I get what you're saying. It's also like somebody told me the other day. Actually, Sam did. So he told me like when you lucid dream, if you realize you're dreaming right, and then you can control everything, you know.
And then you can fuck the astral plane.
Yeah, you can fuck the astral plane so hard.
Man.
You can actually impregnate it. So be careful if you become lucid.
Yeah, if you become really lucid.
Because that lucid dream becomes lucid pussy.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
if
saying?
it becomes really lucid, you can cause the riot at Astro World that caused people to.
And that's why people got trampled. Is because somebody was. But I guess one thing. He was watching some video on like lucid dreaming. And apparently, if you go and talk to people in your dream and you realize you're dreaming, and you tell them none of this is real and it's just a dream, they don't like that, and the people everyone in your dream will turn on you and try to attack you.
Sweet,
because it's your subconscious. You're telling your subconscious basically that it's not real because that's what you're in at that point. Mm-hmm. And so then your entire brain starts attacking the conscious mind. So your brain's going to war with itself.
Oh, that's great. That's like walking around and your brain just immediately turns to you and goes, nerd!
yeah, exactly. It starts bullying you. Your subconscious is
fucking your brain turns into Shane Gillis. Jesus Christ.
Right, dude. You do not want your subconscious coming after you. That thing, you think your conscious mind sometimes, like, you know that feeling when you're driving in your car and you have a random memory pop up and you're like, that's your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is buried things about you that you don't want to know.
It's buried shit, and it remembers all those times that you said a stupid thing in an argument that 5 minutes later you're going, yeah, and then I should have been like, fuck you, and got in his face. And that's what's going on in your subconscious. It's belting you with the good stuff.
Yeah, your subconscious has fire points at all times, and it can attack all your insecurities. I'm pretty sure if you like,
my subconscious would choke me with my Echo jeans I used to have.
Yeah. He told me, like, Sam told me to try that, and I was like, dude, no way. If I realize I'm dreaming, anytime I ever realize I'm dreaming, I go, I'm going to wake up, because I don't want to be in it. Like, I think I'm terrified of the dream world. I really am. I don't like it.
I wouldn't want my subconscious.
I don't like going to another universe, dude.
No, I wouldn't like my subconsciousness coming up and reminding me of shit that I've buried so deep. It's like I push demons away, like to forget.
Yeah, I'm not trying to run towards them.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to.
I'm not going to a therapist to rehash this shit.
Right. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, there's a reason. I'm doing the Irish Catholic way, drinking and fucking pushing it down.
You start remembering, you're like, Jameson Triple Barrel, please?
Yeah. That's my therapist. Yeah, I just don't get the idea of that. There are people who really want to control and like their dreams all the time, and that's the other thing. I hear that, and then like people, he's told me that. He told me he did tell like do that to one of his people, the people in his dream, and it came at
One
him.
of his people. Yeah, one of his people in his clique, he just offed him. He couldn't stand him anymore.
Right. No, but like the dream did turn on him. But then like he told me that, and then I'm like, I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. And also, what's to say this person in a fucking YouTube video is telling the truth either? Because you could have had that planted in your mind, and then when you did it, it was the results you wanted in your dream. You know what I mean? So if you're lucid dreaming and you were like, oh, I remember seeing this thing in the conscious world that I want to that they'll turn on me if I point it out. Well, that's just like your brain replaying a memory that you were told. So your brain's feeding you what it thinks should happen.
Your brain is a living Twitter, is what I'm hearing. Like, if you say the wrong thing, we will swarm and cancel your dream.
Right. So I just don't know if I really believe you. Like, the dream turns on you or whatever. I don't know. I guess it just depends on if you believe going into another realm is what dreaming is.
So what you're saying is, motherfuckers, if you're out there listening right now and you want to be John Wick, fuck up yourself and say, this ain't real, bro.
Yeah, just say it ain't real in your dream. Just scream
You'll be
it.
John Wick or Neo, one of the two, but you're dodging shit left and right. That's cool.
I know, like, see, like, what's weird about that to me is because I've said it's not real in a dream. I know I've definitely said that in a dream. You ever been in a nightmare and you start going, oh, this isn't real. None of this is real. None of this is real.
Yeah, the last one I remember is, like, I was having one and trying to get away from something, swimming in a pool, and it just turned green like that. And I remember in the dream popping up and going, what the fuck? And that was the end of the dream. Like, you woke up just like,
Right. I've just had a lot of nightmares or like that start off in like you're in it and I'm terrified, and then I just kind of somehow realize it is a dream, but like I am trapped in the dream.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, Wade's scariest dream he had is he was in a battle against Roe, and he didn't know what the fuck to do.
No, dude, I didn't know what that guy wanted from
me. He just so I told him it's not real and showed him the original Top Gun. Everything was peachy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. But I would just scream in the dream, like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then I've woken up screaming, wake up. Like, literally, like, just in my own apartment by myself. And I'm like, man, my neighbors must be scared to shit right now.
Yeah.
Just somebody in their fucking dream screaming.
I would love to hear, like, the little cup to the wall as you hear the people next to him go, it must be PTSD. He had to be at the war.
Yeah. He must have saw some shit in Afghanistan.
I'm guessing his friend stepped on an IED.
Yeah. Just making up backstory. That is the funnest thing to do in public, isn't it? When you see somebody walking around and you just make up an entire life story for them.
That's what I can't wait. This week, College World Series kicks off. Beer gardens, here I come. People watching. I'm making up stories about all you fucking rees that I see.
Right. Well, they're just NPCs. You have to create a backstory for us. And none of this is real, Nathan. The only reason me and you exist is because we're from the same family. Everybody else is NPCs.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell all these NPCs, hey, this isn't real. Just like
yeah, exactly. Dude, that actually, you know what? Maybe that'll prove that this actually is all a dream, Nathan. Because I guarantee if you just go to the College World Series and start yelling that none of this is real in the beer tent, you're going to have some people turn on you pretty fast.
I would love to record the responses if I just walked up to random people like, hey, this isn't real.
You're not real. None of this is real.
This is all a simulation.
Dude, homeless people are just dreaming. Crazy homeless people are just in dream. That's why they're like, none of this is real.
Well, they're probably the realest motherfuckers out there.
They are, dude. They're the realest motherfuckers. They don't participate in capitalism. They know it's a dream.
Yeah, like, why would I do all that
They used to read Word Up magazines.
Oh, yeah, dude. You see them out there, they're like, the only thing real here is these highlight magazines. Can you find 3 geese?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's true. I guarantee you will have security coming over real quick, and that's why you see shadow demons, because they're dressed in blue.
Actually,
It's a dark figure.
They're the shadow demons. I immediately like,
yeah, police
oh,
are
dude,
the shadow
how funny
demons.
would that be? Like, you keep telling people this isn't real. The second you see a fucking police officer, you go, shadow demon, and just,
Shadow demon.
just run away. I got to experience the movie Click in real life.
Ugh. Oh, okay.
I didn't really eat on a nice hot day, went swimming, drank all day, and I can only describe what happened as I was warping places. Like, I'd come and I'm at a new house,
Damn.
and that happened.
You haven't been drunk like that in a while. I haven't been that drunk in forever.
I
That's a
was
good
driving
drunk.
down the street, yelling at people I know, be like, "What's up, big sexy?"
Driving a golf cart, just so the authorities know, it's a golf cart.
No, I was driving.
a
I was
neighborhood.
driving a 6-speed, just fucking
I'm
hauling ass.
driving a Nissan Baja.
Yeah. I was looking for the Taco Bell. I couldn't find it. But no, yeah. So, and mind you, I'm riding. I'm not driving this.
Right.
I'm,
okay. Yeah, you're in the back.
There's
I was
zero
gonna say,
chance.
There's no way they were gonna let you do that.
Well, I mean, in that neighborhood, why not? You go off road, and people are like, "Who gives a fuck?" As long as you don't hit a mailbox.
Yeah. I still think a lot of people care about their lawns more than you realize.
Oh yeah, that's like the yeah. But so I was doing this, and I'm just warping places, right? The big sexy comment, I didn't even learn about this till the next day. The next day, people are saying
The
stuff.
sexy comment is what you said.
The big sexy. I ran by people that I knew, and if a couple of them, I'm just like, "Hey, what's up, you big sexy fuck?" It's just like kept going, and then
You just running like, and I know you know everybody,
Yeah.
but it is funny to just think, because I know there are newer neighbors around there, like you not knowing them, and you just Forrest Gumping around the neighborhood with a drink in your hand. What's up, you big sexy fuck? And someone goes, "That should be on a bumper sticker."
that's brilliant.
Turns out that man thought of an idea for a bumper sticker.
So I get that, but I'm just teleporting houses each time I come out. So I was at the pool last I remember. Now I'm at somebody's house.
Cool.
I've changed clothes. I'm in different clothes. What the fuck?
Damn.
Like
It's 7 days later.
and
I've been on the bender of a lifetime.
so yeah, I started Friday. This was last time I remember was Sunday. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sounds about right.
yeah.
Sounds like college.
It was so
I
crazy.
remember Friday class, and then next thing I know, it was Monday class.
Well, it was just weird and I know why now, is because it's like, oh, you didn't eat. You're sitting out in this hot sun all day and just pounding drinks.
How do you
Idiot.
not eat?
I wasn't hungry.
That doesn't make sense.
I
Makes zero. How do you do? I don't understand how your brain works like this, man. Like, I constantly just want.
I love
eat
how
all
you
the
give me
time.
credit
I'm
that I
crazy.
have one at that time.
Yeah, but like but you're that way anyway.
Hey,
Like, you
wait,
don't eat
literally,
that
I
much.
was the zombie in the river. Like,
Yeah.
I was staring back up going, yeah, I need something here.
Right. You just are always like that, though. You just like go forever without eating and go, "Oh yeah, I should probably eat." And I don't understand how you live. I don't understand anybody who lives that way. I'm just constantly thinking about when I'm going to eat next, and like hoping that I'm hungry enough to eat the amount of food I'm thinking about wanting to eat.
Well, and I was just explaining to my daughter recently, I go, since I'm not doing as much, I'm lucky if I eat 2 meals a day.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
you told me that this weekend.
yeah, I'll eat 1. I'll eat at lunch.
That's
And call
weird.
it good.
It's awful. It's terrible for your body.
Huh? I have multivitamins.
That's not what I mean. That's not.
I'm getting my daily dose.
I say that's terrible for your body, and like, who the fuck actually knows? Like, I mean, when our ancestors were like out and about, they probably only had maybe like a meal every 2 days, probably, if they were able to hunt successfully.
Yeah, and those dudes were all jacked.
Yeah, just shredded as fuck.
Yeah.
Calloused ass feet and shit. They didn't need shoes.
Fucking unibrows. Everybody loved that shit.
Yeah, we should bring back the unibrow, dude.
Fuck yeah. Let's go for
Yeah,
it.
dude. I could.
Welcome.
If I don't pluck it, it'll be bad.
Let's go, Cro Magnum.
Yeah, dude, I don't understand how you do that though. Like, and then especially when you're drinking, anytime I start getting fucked up in any way, I just want food right away. Like it's a trigger mechanism for me.
Well, and it was funny because like it's just boof boof. The last thing I remember is being driven home, and I'm like, what the? All right, whatever. And I get there and to take care of my dog and stuff, and I'm like, well, thanks for the ride home, and then in my head I'm like, fuck, I got a long walk to go get my car. Like that's at least 15 miles I need to walk. Fuck.
15. Who could do that? I mean, who runs 15 miles?
Well, I had to pick up my daughter the next day, so I'm like, and I wake up and it's
man.
thunderstorm, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
Right.
But then,
but you're not gonna fucking take. You're gonna get a cab. Like you're just. So
I would have.
Thought you had to walk.
Yeah, my car was brought to me, luckily. But
oh, nice.
The funny thing is to go back out there because I pick up my daughter up for the 4th. We go have fun, go out there. No drinks because I'm like, okay, it's water day, responsible. I'm a dad right now. I have my daughter with me. I can't have fun.
I have my shit together around this person. Otherwise, I am a blistering mess.
Yeah, exactly. I am swimming in problems.
Yeah, I have debt up to my eyeballs, and I'm gonna drink as much as I have in debt. You know what I mean?
Everybody's this way, right? You got $10 left? Let's go to the casino.
Woo!
So-
We'll turn this baby around.
Yeah, that's right. I'm betting on red. So, do all this, and I'm not joking, I had 10 people at different points come up and be like, man, you were a hoot last night. One guy's like, man, we were talking about the Romans and broadswords, more about broads than swords. Am I right? Am I right? I'm like, what the fuck was I doing?
Dude, you going from like a history? I can hear. Okay, can I give you?
All right,
tips
let's go.
of
Let's
what
go.
you were doing for this? You were just like, oh, dude, I love Greek and Roman mythology, dude. It's fantastic. Like, especially when you break down the things that happen between, like, the empires of, like, even the Spartans. You know, when they went against the Persians? Have you ever seen the movie 300? You know that sex scene at the beginning? Man, those dudes love broads and swords, don't they? But broads a little bit more. Her titties were fire. That's you in a nutshell. That's exactly how that fucking conversation went.
So I'm getting this. I get like just off-color jokes I was making, just yelling big sexy at people, and then apparently and then the guy's wife comes up and goes, oh yeah, he did a little dance for you in the road while you drove by, and I'm like, and I'm just staring at him going, and I had to flat out and be like, I'm sorry, I was not present when that happened. I don't
That's the
remember
most
anything.
Polite and like just like uppity way to say you were blacked out of all time. I'm sorry, I wasn't present for that. I don't know have you been to a Bass Pro Shop recently, or in a while, like in the past 2 years?
No.
I think there might be a new protocol that you have to bring at least one obese person with you
This
in
checks
order to
out.
get into the store.
Yeah.
Dude, it was wild seeing some of the families.
Yeah,
walking
that's
into
actually how you skipped a line of background checks when you buy your rifles.
You just bring one fat woman with you.
Hey, baby, put this in your backpack.
Yeah, if you bring four children and a fat wife, you're gonna skip all background checks.
Oh yeah, you can get an AK-47, no problem.
You're American as fuck, I could see.
Yeah.
Clearly, you have the American diet and the libido of a blue collar worker.
Yeah, exactly. Paycheck to paycheck? Oh, you're in luck. We have a coupon for that. Here's an extra handgun.
Dude, it was wild. I didn't think I was gonna get in the place because I didn't have diabetes. I was like, man, they're not gonna let me in here. It's fucking nuts.
All right.
Dude, and that's when I realized that their clientele, they know their clientele really well.
Yeah,
too.
they start putting. Last time I was there, they had so many snacks right before you leave, and you're like, this is like to me, this is I'm fucking active outdoors person. But when you get up there, you're like, Willy Wonka just showed up and went, fuck all of you.
Yeah, come with me, and you'll see you'll lose a foot hiking for that deer. Diabetes will strike you down. Yeah, it's not.
You'll roll your wife down the hill.
Dude, for being an outdoor store, it's insane the amount of like garbage that they have in there that is just not
What?
outdoors.
Okay, yes, 100%. But I gotta know the situation because it's been years since I've been to one. I have no reason to. Last time I went there, it was to buy ammunition, which is hilarious because it's not. I just need a couple clips. We're going to a firing range out. Well, firing range is loose, so we are going to a field.
Counts. That's what it is that day.
Yeah.
The other day it was for making corn. Today it's to shoot cans. That's what's cool about owning your own land. It can be whatever you want.
And it also, like, looking back at it, you're like, every time you buy it, you feel this obligation. Like, we're just going to a field, we're going to go do this. It's like, I'm not murdering people.
Yeah. Not me. That's what I tell them. I'm like, oh, man. I always ask, I was like, does this one shatter bones?
You got anything to seal a 55-gallon drum really well? It's going to be full.
Yeah. So what were you going to ask me, though? Like, you had a question before last time you were there.
Last time I was there, it was just like a drink stand in the middle of the store because people apparently are there too fucking long if you need a place selling drinks. So, is it still just a drink stand, or are we talking we got like a fucking Arby's in there now?
Dude, there's a whole restaurant within every fucking Bass Pro Shop.
What? No, there's not.
Uncle Buck's. Yeah. Yeah, not Uncle Buck's. What is it? But there's a restaurant in every Bass Pro Shop.
Is there anthem like when you walk in instead of the little chime? It just goes "Nuck if you buck, boy." No.
Yeah, Uncle Buck's Fishbowl. That's what it is. In every Bass Pro Shop, there is a restaurant within it, dude.
John Candy, Ghost wants to sue them so hard.
So bad, dude. He's like, why am I not getting it? And they have like a weird fat guy in a chef's hat that definitely is supposed to be like Uncle Buck-ass for sure, is the logo. No, it's insane. They use it as like every Bass Pro Shop and Cabela's, but Cabela's is better. At least Cabela's, it like feels like you're at an outdoor store. Whereas when you go to a Bass Pro Shop, it just is like you're in a giant log cabin that is a mall for just outdoor stuff.
Okay.
And like people go there to make a day out of it, dude.
What?
I swear to God, that's why there's like a restaurant there. There's a shooting gallery, like little arcade thing within there.
The way you now the way that you've picked just made this image in my head is somebody bringing their obese friend, being like, "So if we can get you active, what section of the store would you say motivates you to be said active person?"
Yeah, exactly. It's an intervention for fat people.
Yeah, and then they give up when they reach the pontoon boat. It's like, fuck it, you don't care.
You're right, exactly. Well, that's only 30 steps in, and that's why they don't care anymore. They're just like, I'm exhausted. You're hopeless.
How much does this hold? Okay, it's got changing room? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know why person sounds like fucking just Mark Wahlberg. Just out of breath.
Just happened to be realizing this while I was in there, that it's just a giant theme park basically around outdoors activities. Like you can buy all this like branded merchandise for them.
So good.
There's a giant fish tank in the middle of all of them that they do fishing demonstrations in, and you can just look at the fish. They have all of these stuffed hunted animals all around like the store in these like elaborate like locations, so
and they're all polka dotted because PETA keeps getting pissed.
Dude, the amount of people I saw park and then walk up to the front of Bass Pro, not even inside yet, and then take a photo of the outside of it to do whatever with, like, even if you just keep it on your phone, but they're posting it to social media, like, went to the Bass Pro today. It's like, oh my God, this is your day. Also, I'm at a Bass Pro where a actual amusement park is literally across the street. And these people are choosing to go there instead.
Hey, we could go over there with kids and have fun, or we could have a lot of fun looking at what those athletic people actually use in air conditioning.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. And then, so you have a restaurant, you got a shooting gallery, there are arcade games, there's obviously all the tank. They got everything. It is there to try to spend as much. You could kill like 2 or 3 hours there, I think, if you brought a whole family.
Disgusting.
Dude, I think that's the point.
I would throw my family in that fish tank and leave.
Right.
Like, hopefully they eat. Okay, we gotta go.
Sink or swim, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was wild, and they know their clientele so well because, like you said, sweets and snacks at the checkout. They got the restaurant with inside of it because Lord knows you're not going to spend 2 or 3 hours there and not eat a meal while you're there. And then 3. Also, I've never met anybody who's actually ate at Uncle Buck's Fish Bowl. I've never heard anybody once. Maybe back in the day when my friend's mom worked at Bass Pro in Council Bluffs.
Well,
they told me they went once.
Well, I mean,
but that's because they got free food.
It's also because they're in a diabetic coma, dude. They're not talking after that.
Yeah, the amount of greasy food you get from that place.
Yeah, you just go straight downhill. You can't even reach your fucking EpiPen. You're just like, oh shit.
But this is how I know it's no longer like a real outdoors store or focus on outdoor.
They realize people don't have feet.
Yeah.
They're like,
they don't even have a footwear department anymore.
they just have a new pirate section for peg legs.
Exactly, a lot of peg legs. You're never gonna sneak up on a deer with peg legs. It's clicking too much.
Oh, they think it's another deer. You got to hit them together like 2 bucks are fighting.
They're like, oh, another deer. Wait a minute. There's only 2. Why are there not 4 footsteps? My God, it's a human. By then, it's too late.
They're learning.
They're adapting. The deer have meetings every year. The humans are adapting. They're cutting off their limbs and replacing them with hooves.
Pretty soon they'll have titanium horns and we'll be fucked.
We'll never get laid in the rut again. They're coming for our women or children. An alarmist deer about
you guys. You don't believe me, but I've seen people fucking sheep. You don't believe they're coming for us next?
They're already doing it to other animals.
They say we already have a cute little fluffy tail. Don't you think some are gonna lift up to see that sweet good?
Kevin, you got to get out more, man. You're spending too much time underneath the shady trees.
Yeah,
Come up with these crazy
20 years
theories.
later, he's walking out. I told you fucks.
Yeah. While you were busy fucking these slut deer, I was figuring out the plan of the man. Conspiracy theorist deer rules, dude. I almost got recruited by a cult.
Oh, that's sweet, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Daytime
nice
or nighttime
cult.
cold? Like that plays a big factor.
Daytime.
Ooh,
Daytime.
Those are kinky.
I found out, dude, that there's a whole swath of people doing this thing where they go to Walmarts or Targets. This would happen to me at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a couple people this has happened to, and it always happens at Walmart. So, but I think they do it at other stores, but mainly Walmart.
They asked it, "Do you want 7 wives? Join the Latter-day Saints.
Join the Fundamentalist Church of Latter-day Saints. We have a place in Texas and in Utah.
And Mexico. Don't forget Mexico.
Isn't your leader locked up for, like, pedophilia? No, we don't talk about that.
No. Did I mention 7 wives?
There's a cult that comes around, though, in Walmarts that's trying. I don't know what they actually represent, but so this
obviously
is their scam.
cheap deals.
Yeah, they're all about great savings and rollbacks.
I was gonna say that they are the rollbacks.
Join us. But they walk around and they suck you in with like normal like banter. So this is how this dude got me.
I love Butterfingers.
Some dude who was like 23, 24.
Oh, damn, they got a youngin'. All right.
Yeah. And I'm walking by, I'm wearing a Braves hat, and as I walk by, he's like, I like your Braves hat, man. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man, appreciate it. And he's like, we're walking right. He said it, but right before we walked by each other. Now, normally, if you're in a conversation, if you like somebody's hat, you might say something. If you want to compliment that and not have a real conversation, you like do it right as you walk by. You go, nice shirt, man, and then like keep going.
Yeah,
right?
and if you're being weird, you stop and be like, how do you identify?
Yeah. Do you feel lost and lonely in this world? Yeah. He said, nice hat, but he's like 5 or 6 feet away. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. And then as we got closer, I'm thinking it's just that interaction. And he goes, "Are you a big baseball fan?" I was like, "Yeah, I like the Braves are my team and stuff like that." And we start talking about baseball a little bit, and he's a Yankees fan. And I'm like, "Oh, that's gross." So I started roasting him a little bit about being a Yankees fan, and just talking baseball in general. And then this is when I realized, like, I have a problem with being too social.
No, yeah, yes, but no. It depends on what they hit. Like that dude just hit on something where you're like, I got too much knowledge not to share.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here, let me be autistic for 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. You want to hear about Chipper Jones' best season?
Yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure I brought up batting averages at one point. I said specific batting averages.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just geeking
went
out
full
hard.
on.
You gave him the green light right when you went into batting averages and stuff like that.
Right.
He's like, oh, shoe in.
Right, but then we got into like even he disarmed me enough where like not.
He
giving
thought
him
you
too
were fully
personal stuff.
regarded.
Yeah, but I was giving him too much personal shit after that. Where it was he brought that up and then he's like he asked if I was from the area and I was like, oh, I live here now, and I brought it somehow. I asked he was from Omaha. He said, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm from that area too." And that's when I said that I was like, "This is weird. Like you're giving out like my brain anymore doesn't trust people at all." So I was like telling this person
We've
where I'm
learned
originally
enough
from.
to be
I
a
was
skeptic. Yeah.
right, and I was like, "Why? Oh, why the fuck am I saying this shit?"
Mm-hmm.
Like it just giving out saying some things like that.
Yeah. And you told him
And-
you're soch. No big deal.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Would you like my banking information?"
Yeah. Here's my debit card. Use it at your will.
But then he asked like what I was doing, like what I did for a living, and told him I just started a new job and all that shit. And at that point, I asked him like, "Oh, well, what do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm
I'm a recruiter.
like an apprentice for like I have a mentor that I come up here and see like in Des Moines every week or so." And I was like, "You drive all the way from?" I was like, "You still live in Omaha and you drive up here every week to see this mentor?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, it's just where the opportunities are for me right now is here, and that's why I drive out here." And I'm like, And I was like, "That's interesting," but like, I could tell as soon as he said mentor, I heard that word,
Okay.
and went, "Oh no."
He could be a blacksmith. I mean, you're jumping to conclusions here.
No, not when this dude was dressed like a Mormon. Like,
Oh,
just not black slacks, just blue. That was the difference. He was wearing navy.
He's a Navy
slacks
boy.
with no tie.
He's loose and free.
Right. He was a lax Mormon.
So he only gets 5 wives.
Casual Friday Mormons.
Oh, now we're down to 4 wives.
Yeah, a Christmas, Easter, and Sunday Mormon.
Okay, we're down to 2. He must have just started.
And it's and as soon as he said mentor, though, I knew this was like, oh, this is one of those recruitment things. So these guys are taught tactics like what they did
Sweet.
to like
You
bring
get a
up
flyer?
baseball, and I wanted one. I really did. I tried to. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. After I thought about this, and I'll get to this later in the story, but I started doing research trying to see if I could find information on online about this cult or like this whatever this recruiting thing is. So like I tried to type in the tactics to see if I could pull up anything. I couldn't find anything because I wanted to know what specific group it was so I could bring it to the podcast and be like, watch out for these people.
Geez. They're learning. They're like AI. They're learning. They're like, hey, just don't put our
that's
shit
why
on
I'm pretty
internet.
sure it was an NPC, dude. It was just trying to give me a task.
You should have
like,
restarted.
Would you like to go on this side quest?
You should have restarted your conversation. Be like, so Braves. Just like see if it starts repeating everything over.
Right.
How much would you pay to have a list of people that have sexually fantasized about you at any point in their life?
I don't want that list at all because it's not going to be a cool list.
No. And that's why I want to know, because it would be hilarious.
It's not. But the problem is everybody probably thinks about everybody. So isn't just the world on the list? Or are you talking about intense like fantasies? Is there a level? Is there like
they've had a sexual
doomsday
thought.
scale?
Not just thought of you.
Okay.
Not like, oh, hey, it's Wade's birthday. I probably should give him a call.
No, I understand it has to do with a sexual thought, but like every person you ever met, like whether you are subconsciously or not, like you're looking at them looks wise and going, would I sleep with that person? And then you go, oh, for us, since we're heterosexual males, you'd be like, oh, dude, no, I don't sleep with that. That's eliminated. But it
Okay.
goes through your head.
Subconsciously is what you're saying?
Subconsciously, yes.
No,
That's how
but
you
I
weed it
want
out.
I'd want the list just so I can
But you want
highlight.
but is it a list of just yes, no? So anybody who's just gone, would I sleep with that person? Yes, that's the list you have, or do they have to have like an intense fantasy and it's also written out like a book underneath it what the fantasy was?
What? Okay, Sigmund Freud, and that's who we couldn't remember last time.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
who
yeah,
tried to
but
who
you
was
just
like, you
breaking
want
this-
to dominate your mom.
You're just breaking this down way too much. I'm just wanting to know
I'm-
is if somebody has in their back catalog your name and thought of you at any point in time.
No, I don't want it at all. I'm just adding another third layer because it sounds like I know you wanted it. That's why you brought it up. You're like, yeah, no, I want the blacklist.
Yeah, dude, I want that little black book of people's
Yeah.
minds.
Yeah, you want to be Google so bad. This is why I'm so glad you never got involved in tech, dude. You would be trying to psyop everybody in the world.
Yeah, dude, I would be Bizarro Edward fucking or whatever Snowden. I'd just be the Bizarro
Where it's-
version.
Where instead of like blowing the whistle on the NSA, you would have been like, no, dude, you're not going far enough.
Yeah, I go in there to offer advice. Be like, hey, we could do better.
Hey, I just discovered you guys are spying on people. You're only doing this at like 25% capacity. We could bump these numbers
Yeah,
up.
we could really do that. See, you got this internet safety thing. Turn that off. Bug everybody. Let's watch what the weird shit they're in.
You're just in the NSA, just like Matthew McConaughey, just like, those are rookie numbers. You're going to have to bump those numbers up.
Yeah, dude. Just yeah.
Spying on people.
Yeah.
Mm.
No
Spying on
privacy.
people. Ooh.
I know where you live.
I seen your wife in her panties. Having them swinger parties.
Not enough pineapples.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, but I'm saying that's why I was adding another layer, though. Now, would you want the book still if it wasn't just like people who were like yes, no to sleeping with you or the thought of you sexually, but it also detailed out like what the sexual.
No, I
fantasy
want a
they had with you was.
dossier on every person that's just detailed. Like what? Okay, yes, no, sure, that leads it up. But then what happened here?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like
Okay.
what triggered the thought? Like it's a whole breakdown. Would
Yeah.
you still want it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I don't want to know that much about people.
Oh, yeah, because then you get the negatives as you're reading through it. And I don't know about you, but I'm a severe masochist, so I'm passing by all the yeses and just going to the negatives and going, oh, Christ, I really need to work on myself. Oh, Christ.
Man, I'm really putting out little dick energy, apparently.
Little dick, I'm putting out mannequin energy. I have no anything.
I'm putting out short king status, apparently. I'm just giving off the short king vibes.
Fuck, I might as well change my name to Farquaad at this point.
I went through all the no's. 55% of them came back with a Napoleon complex reference in them.
Yeah, exactly. Every one of them, I just keep getting shorter.
I'm not even that short. It just really picks at
Yeah,
your insecurity.
this guy, he fucking called me Yoda.
Daytime TV takes advantage of new moms because they have mom brain, and then they just go on there and like, we have these new cures and stuff like that. This will make you drop weight really fast. This miracle cure. And those moms, like, they're just sitting at home drinking red wine, being a new mom. They got a little bit of the afterbirth belly on them. They want to get rid of it. He's just taking advantage of mom brain women, you know? That's not fair.
All I know is why do we have extremes on both sides? Because I'm the next article. The next article just says GOP candidate says elites drink blood and sell baby body parts after abortion. There's a ton of money involved in freshly harvested organs. There's so much evidence out there.
They're evidence, huh? I would like to see that. He's like, Exhibit A. He pulls up a body. He's like, I just sold this one on eBay for $300.
Oh, well, here's a quote to go with why you'd want to see it. If
my
you
God.
go to the Satanic Temple website, they have an entire 5-minute video explaining why abortion is a religious ritual. Now, there's a Satanic Temple website?
Oh, I'm already ahead of you.
I found it. It says the number of the beast.
Satanic web. I feel like we've been on this website. Here we go. The satanic web. Empathy, reason, and
Oh no! Oh no! Empathy you do not have.
that's the first fucking thing on their goddamn website.
Oh god! Did you just find another PETA thing? Instead of being a specious, you got something else now?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. It's asking me if I'm interested in learning more about their temple, and it's just a big old goat head.
Oh sweet!
It says dude, on first thing on their website is, oh my god, they satanic temple, empathy, reason, and advocacy.
Okay. Oh, okay. They sound like they go door to door. Like they're like, hey man, they got some good ideas. We'll go hand out pamphlets.
We have publicly confronted hate groups, fought for abolition and corporal punishment in schools, in public schools.
Abolishment
for
okay.
no, abolition.
Okay.
Isn't that ABOLITION? Abolition?
Sure.
I don't know.
I'm
anyway,
not. I have no idea.
Anyway, corporal punishment in public schools, applied for equal representation when religious installations are places of public property, provided religious exemption and legal protection against
They got lawyers
laws and unscientific restrict people productively, anatomically, and exposure to harmful pseudoscientific. Dude, there's so many big words in here. This is how you know it's BS, is when they start throwing in really complicated words, because they're good. Like, you're not going to take all the time to look up the definitions of all of these
that's
words.
right. Pseudoscientific. That's actually a jab at Fauci. We made him step down.
Okay. I'm the. Organized clubs alongside religious after-school clubs. So they just basically
after-school clubs. Hey, do they offer a daycare? Just like we hold 666
there
kids.
Are 7. It's funny because they're all about 666, but there's 7 fundamental tenets. 7's the holy number.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to go looking for that article because I feel like I feel like I'm on this too long, and I was probably on a watch list now.
But they literally, according to this, it says
McCarthyism is still alive and well.
Yeah, they call it a sacrifice. It's a religious ritual to have an abortion. It's sick, and as you mentioned, the baby body parts, they sell the organs. There's a ton of money involved. But it doesn't sound like that's readily available. Is there a subscription fee? Like, is there a tiered approach?
Right. Well, the way he's trying to say it is like they're carving up a body like you would a hunted animal at the end. But aren't most abortions performed after or like before it's even a fully functioning like human being with body parts anyway? So they've been doing this since, like, South Park did the whole Christopher Reeves joke about how you harvest stem cells. Yeah, so he's technically not wrong, but it's not the aftermarket. Then they're drinking the baby blood. I think that's where it's going over.
I need to give it a cold air intake.
Yeah, this baby's only got a couple of dents in it. Yeah, it's got it was almost new.
Yeah.
We had some complications during the manufacturing.
If you want, you could pay, and we could put some carbon fiber on there, smooth it over.
Yeah,
be like a little bionic.
Yeah. Anyway, that's fun. That guy's really calling attention. It is funny that some people still are very, very worried about satanic worship within America. It's funny how that is just like rooted in American culture. It's like getting rid of witches and satanic cults.
Mm-hmm.
America does not want to fuck with it.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's any countries that heavily are satanic based. Like, I wonder what the most heavily populated Satanists are. Which country that would be?
That would be
I was going to say Antarctica.
I was going to say, well, that's what I was thinking, but I didn't know.
All those scientists down there just trying to find hell.
Where they're at. That's what I was going to say. It's just hedonism. That's all it is. So it's like, oh, they're just running around with body painting. He's like, Satan, woo, let's fuck.
In Antarctica, you think?
Well, is that the place with the? Is it that or the North Pole? It's one of them, but where they have all the scientists. I couldn't remember which one.
I think Antarctica.
Okay, but yes, I think that is it. That's where
all the Satanists are.
Yes, it's a giant hedonism party.
That for sure. That makes the most sense.
Well, it's either that
they're trying to get as close to hell as possible, so they go to this most southern tip of the world.
Yeah. Well, they hand out a shit ton of condoms apparently there too. They're like, "Hey, we know you're just gonna be fucking nonstop."
Right. It's like the Olympic Village down there, except with nerds.
Yeah. Good point. It is truly Revenge of the Nerds.
Antarctica is the Olympic Village for nerds. Like, if you make it there,
you're
the
make
top
it anywhere,
tier, baby.
It's nerd New York.
They should be, like, breeding those nerds down there. They should be the smartest people.
That's how you get the mole people, dude.
Yeah, that's how you get cross-pollination down there with nerds.
Jeez, man, the genetic mutations and all that stuff, you would have sworn a nuke went off.
Oh, man, the amount of allergies that kid's going to have.
Oh, jeez, man, there's not enough thick glass in the world to help him. See, California man throws a Molotov cocktail at police and got his ass kicked. Now, before you go into your thoughts, I want to tell you what my thought is just reading this headline.
Okay.
Before the second punch lands, he goes, "This isn't how it works in GTA." It's like,
this is how it's supposed to work?
You guys are supposed to chase me. How?
Molotov cocktail. That's always an interesting one to me because it is booze, right? Like most of the time it is booze, or do people fill a glass bottle with gas?
Well, you can use gas. It has to be a lot high volume alcohol, so over 100 proof, easy.
Oh, okay,
100 proof or higher. For it to actually
seems
be
like
flammable.
A waste of alcohol.
It's
100%.
It's completely. That's how you know whoever throws this is just like an AA member.
Right.
Just rebelling against the system.
Or they're Muslim and they can't drink, so that's what they see. They use.
That's not a thing.
That's true. I've seen enough World Cup footage now to know that nobody follows that fucking rule.
Nobody. No,
dude, I saw a video of these English guys who we were just trying to find some beers one night, and like put it to collaboration of all the footage, and he met this like dude in Qatar, and and gave him a ride to his like palace or his home or whatever, and they were just drinking with some dude who had a shit ton of fucking money. He was petting a goddamn lion at one point. This drunk Englishman just hanging out.
You tell me a religion, and I'll tell you where they skip, because they all do. I've known people from every religion. I know Catholics that will gladly go steak dinner this Friday, and they fuck fish. Yep. I know Jewish people that will eat. There's I forget which one of the holidays they have like a restriction for a little bit.
They have a ton, but like you're not supposed to use like electricity on Saturday.
I don't know,
Sabbath,
but all I know is like
their Sabbath.
My friend's like, dude, as long as nobody in my family sees me, I'm good.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's funny, though, because they're always like, wow, you always handle this fasting so much better than all of us. You always look so healthy. Meanwhile, he's like, no, I don't know. I'm good. I don't know why.
And meanwhile, he's at home housing Little Debbie's.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, though. Everybody in every religion definitely, they love cutting corners. Because, at least in Christianity, the nice part is God's forgiving.
Hey, I just got to say this phrase like 6 times. I'm good.
Yeah. You can do it. It's do-over.
Yeah, let's be honest, because look how many times it's like, oh, you spill your seeds. Oh, it's called a white lie. Oh, we invented something new. Scoreboard.
Put it on the board. Yeah. Molotov cocktail, though, is always like a very weird one.
It seems old.
It's been coming around a lot more lately, I feel like.
It's because... Well, I can tell you they're not using gas because that shit's expensive. But it's old-timey.
Well, the places I've seen it happen more often are in places that aren't readily available with guns, it seems like.
Oh, so Japan?
No, well, maybe. I don't know. I've never looked into
Well, no, Japan, you can't carry a firearm legally except for like police, and then there's
and the Yakuza.
Well, that's not legal, but yes.
It might as well be legal.
And of course,
you have a giant back tattoo. The cops aren't even talking to you.
It's not just like a back tattoo. Dude, their body's covered. It's awesome. Their body is made for a suit with their tattoos. Completely covered when they're wearing a suit, and they look fly as fuck. They take it off, and it's so intimidating. Why are tattoos that intimidating?
I don't know. It's probably because you're just...
It's the pain. You know how much pain it is to get?
It is, and like the amount of money you have to spend to get it too. It's like
That is true. My little one fucking cost $300.
Right. It's so against what the normal grain is to have like your whole body tattooed like that it's that's why. Is you're giving like it's a rebellious look. Is probably I think one reason why.
Dude, I can't wait though. Our generation is going to be the saddest, ugliest looking people when they're 65 and above. Saggy tattoos.
With all their Star Wars and Pokemon-based tattoos.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of them that are cartoon-based and comic book-based. I'm like, that's going to age poorly.
Yeah, that's why I never got that Batman tattoo I designed. We've talked about it several times on
Well,
the
I
show,
know, but I'm just saying there's so many. It's just like, ugh.
I lost what I was talking about though. Well, but no, I mean, it's like in states is where I see the Molotov cocktail. Like in New York, I remember that one lady got like arrested for trying to throw a Molotov cocktail at like a police.
You say New York
SWAT car.
Molotov cocktail screams Portland, Oregon.
That too. I think they were used there, and then in California, which are all.
Any place where a fire can just spread across the whole state, they're used.
Yeah, these so-called environmentalists don't understand how they start these things.
I don't understand how.
But then it's global warming. Remember, that started that fire.
It's global warming caused with a Karen that just lit up the whole city.
Yeah. Why did this guy try to throw this Molotov cocktail at the police?
Okay, well, now you're going to make me go into the story. Okay.
Well, I just figured we might as well get some context.
Okay, well, let's get some context. We might have to have some filler here. Let's find. Jesus Christ, he burned the fuck out of himself.
Did he really? Damn.
Oh, yeah. This is... oof. Let me send this to you.
Don't play with fire, kids. This is why you just don't even mess with it. Fire is one of the most terrifying elements in the world, and I don't think people give it enough respect. I know I didn't at once. We go back to a couple podcasts ago where I talk about me building a giant teepee, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It looks like Macaulay Culkin, but grown up. It's Kevin McAllister, everybody.
Turns out when I was trying to prep the flamethrower that burnt what's-his-name's head, it went off on my face.
I was trying to get Harry, but I missed.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude.
I fell face first into that hot doorknob.
And all I could do is go, warmth. Let's see.
Christ.
Oh, they gave all three names, dude. Cassidy, Brent, Russ.
Why are they doing all three names? Do they just want people to steal these guys' identities now?
He led the cops on a foot chase. I thought he led them on literally a foot, and then they caught him. Like, he's so slow.
You thought they were giving the distance of how long the chase was?
Yeah.
For a foot, the cops had to chase him.
And that's him after they beat him, though.
Honestly, they should start reporting the length of a chase. I would be way more impressed than with the feet of the criminal. Also, it shows how in shape our cops are and how efficient they are. Like when they would have done the Boston bombers manhunt, that would have been terrible statistics for the Boston PD.
See,
like
the Boston bomber
they took way too long.
I don't know why, but the Boston bomber sounds like a fucking fire ninja course for the Americans got or whatever.
Right. Well, the problem is because there's also the Boston Massacre. See, the problem is
they got too many Boston things. Boston, you got too much. Okay, you got to give back.
It's not. It's not only that, but they also take all their tragedies and then name it whenever their sports teams do something crazy. They take their tragedies and make them into that.
Hey, this is for you.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Boston Massacre now is if you say that in Boston, they reference it as like a fucking time the Celtics put it on the Lakers.
Yeah, so
in the
what was
80s.
the last one for the Boston rice cookers?
Yeah. So, but that's the problem with Boston using their tragedies. You don't see New York being like, the Jets are winning this week. They're fucking 9-11 the fucking Dolphins.
Oh, wait, that's the record. They're losing. Damn.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Our backup pork is mom's best friend. Hey.
Woo!
Let's see. I'm looking. 5 felony charges against Russ, including attempted murder, assault on a police officer, and
Arsony?
Arson's definitely
Felony arsony?
All I gotta say is they put 5 on him. He gets convicted of 4 because they're gonna look at his face and be like, you don't deserve that 1.
Yeah. Honestly, he got to send him to prison. He's just gonna scare inmates.
Ooh.
He can be like the prison boogeyman.
How did they beat him to look like a sad clown? That is impressive. That is fucking impressive. I mean, look at him. He looks like it's bruised to a frown.
Well, you have to understand, Nathan, police work is like being an artist. And your criminal is just a canvas. And the billy club's the paintbrush.
Hey, Riggs, we need 1 more punch on the left to even it out.
I need to get the shading just right.
You got somebody holding their thumb above his face like, we got to even it out on the right.
And we're going to put a happy little bruise right here.
Hey, Frank, grab that baton out of the back, stroke right above the ear. We need to...
And we're going to shove this baton up your ass, and that'll be our little secret.
Now, hey, play Backstreet Boys over the PA system. This needs to be happy.
Honestly, Bob Ross doing a tutorial on how to interrogate prisoners is a great sketch.
Who is him?